So I got this message. How do you stay so calm? I notice you're very calm and I'm more animated and emotional. Like, what exactly did you practice to stay calm? Like, with every meeting we've had, I've noticed that you're very, very calm. Um, don't worry. Like, I used to be very emotional and animated. Like, as a kid, I was like the annoying kid. Um, I was ostracized in high school. I was always trying to get people's attention. I was the youngest one in my grade. I went to school earlier, so I was usually, one of, there might have been only one or two people younger than me, maybe three out of the cohort of seven classes, seven times three. So that's 200 kids in my grade, and I'm the youngest, and as the youngest one, it's hard not to be that energized, sporadic, attention-seeking kid. And I wasn't getting the attention I needed at home because I was raised by a single mother. My dad wasn't around. I was always craving my dad's attention. I wanted to be with the cool kids. Yeah. So I relate with you. Um, and then I read this book that really changed a lot of things: How to Win Friends and Influence People. This didn't directly teach me how to be calm, but it taught me how to listen. It taught me how to be interesting to people. It taught me how to have people like me. So this influenced me so much. This is probably one of this book changed my life for sure. It's one of the first personal development books I've read. I think the reason I read it was because it was like number one or two on Tai Lopez's book recommendations. And then I started studying other people like Alexander the Great. I remember reading his biography and learning how, man, he was younger than me when he took over, half of the world. And it was very this calm, calculated person. I think just through reading his book, I absorbed some of those traits. So I think reading, ironically, has really helped me stay calm. And I wasn't reading books on how to be calm. I was just reading a book on how to make friends, a book on Alexander the Great, and a book on Mike Horn, this adventurer that's currently alive. He traveled the world. There was times where he got frostbite, so he had to cut off his fingers. He was in so many scary freaking situations. And when you're in those scary situations, all you can do is just stay calm and present. So I think reading his biography also helped me learn to stay calm. And then another thing I've always done, I started when I was probably 16. I've always been meditating. I've tried many different type of meditations. I don't know if it directly helped me with being calm, but it definitely allowed me to learn how to observe my thoughts. And that definitely slows you down. So I highly recommend meditation if you want to be calm. But I don't know if it was the biggest thing. I do think reading books and studying these people, great adventurers, and there was many of them. There's another guy named Ibn Battuta. Yeah, those probably had a bigger impact on me than meditation. And then even simply just seeing like Elon Musk during interviews, he would pause, think about the question, and calmly answer it. So I think I got cues from that. There was a period where I've watched every single Elon Musk interview there is. Like I've probably watched a lot of them. I'm a bit behind as of late, but yeah. But another thing I did when I was like 19 was I created this vision board, this affirmation booklet that I read every morning and every night. And I remember like I was writing in the person I wanted to become. I wanted to be this person that was ripped, fit, had a great circle of friends, calm, collected, patient. Like I wrote those things in, and I guess just reading that every morning and night, I've slowly manifested that into reality. And then this book has changed, like this has been the biggest impact over the last 2 months. Reality Transurfing. One thing that I've been using a lot from this is creating a frame of the person you want to become and always playing that frame in your head. And the person I want to become is that calm, collected, present, happy, grateful person. So I'm always playing that frame in my head and trying to take steps towards being that person. And then as I started becoming more calm, more present, more grateful, I started just attracting more and more people. And the more and more people I attracted, the more it reaffirmed that what I was doing was working. So I doubled down on this sort of calm, collected nature that, I think I'm introverted. So it created this feedback loop. The more calm, collected myself I was, the more people I attracted. The more people I attracted, the more I wanted to be myself and be me and be real, raw, honest. And the more I did that, the more people I attracted, and the more people I attracted, the more I wanted. So it created this flywheel effect. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, I didn't talk much about being calm, but I think all these things, like being a strong leader, being a coach, being a teacher, being someone that is successful, being someone that has a team to manage and look after, to become the person that can do all those things, being calm is a byproduct of that. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Exercises. I think reading books, meditating, creating an affirmation booklet on creating the person you want to become and reading that every morning and night. Not only visuals, but text on where you want to be. Always putting this frame of the person you envision yourself to be in front of you every time you feel not too sure, demotivated, on the cusp of procrastinating. Play that frame of what the perfect version of you would do and take steps towards that goal version of yourself, and then implement it in reality and just see yourself attract more and more people. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question on sort of how to be calm.